I never thought about it, but now I'm thinking about it. I kind of feel like seeing them, but I
Wow, that
never felt I never felt like seeing them before. So these are the reason I never went to a zoo. Yep.
okay. Definitely, definitely. So I would suggest you whenever you will be going, you will. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. What about you?
I am also doing fantastic. So before I start today's conversation, so I would like to have your introduction first of all. Then we can start with that, right?
Yep. So my name is Shahid Obed. I'm from Uttar Pradesh. I'm 25 years old, and I did mechanical engineering, and I work as a freelancer, mechanical engineering content writer. And I'm also a part-time online English tutor. I teach English online.
Wow,
That's all
that's
about
great.
me.
That's really great. So as we have mentioned that you are also an English teacher, so definitely you are spreading the knowledge towards to your students so that they can also get the benefit of how to speak and all these things, right? So definitely
Yep.
that's wonderful thing also.
What
Yes.
about
So
you?
yeah.
Tell me about
Yeah, yeah.
yourself a little bit.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So yes, my name is Raj and I am from West Bengal. So if I say that what do I do? So I am actually a student from you can say commerce background. Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Hmm.
So let's get down to the topic. Should I choose the topic?
Yes, yes, yes. Definitely you can.
Okay, let's talk about animals.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, so
So yes, yes.
before getting to the topic, let me ask you a pertinent question like, what made you start learning English?
Okay. To be honest with you, if I talk about that English learning, what actually motivated me to speak English, definitely it was something that was related to my field, like studies and all these things. Obviously, that was finance. So, in finance, I have seen those who have reached the pinnacle of success. They have also had that English communication skill, and even they are communicating with their clients and all these things in the field of finance in English. So, and also to remove the shyness to actually participate in meetings, seminars, and all these things, whatever is related to all these things like finance, taxation, as per my understanding. So I got to know that this how it is spoken by the people. That's why I thought that why not to learn this, why not to learn this language. That's why I started with that. And I didn't expect that after started learning this language, I will get so many friends of like English learners. So as an English learner, I got so many friends, and today also I'm getting so many friends. Like today also you have messaged me, so I'm considering also yourself as my friend also,
Yeah.
right? So definitely I am really getting motivation from that also.
Okay. Okay. Let's talk about the topic. So topic is animals. So I think the first question should be about pet. So do you have any pet in your home?
To be honest with you, recently I have purchased, means I can say that 2 months ago I purchased one rabbit. So yes, I'm just actually loving to have a play with it because it is really very nice, and it is something that really motivating me after doing all the works that I am having at the end of the day, to see it and just having a little play with it, because as you know that rabbits are very fast, so it can run very fast, and little bit playing also I'm having with it also, you can say.
Yeah, actually, I also had a rabbit, I think 2 years ago. They are cute, they are fluffy. They are mischievous sometimes like a cat, but I had to give them to someone else because it was really difficult to carry them because I live in a village. So in my village there are a lot of like dogs wandering around my house. So I thought it was dangerous to have them in my house. So I handed them over to someone else, my relative.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. Sometimes to actually do all the activities, cleaning particular cage and actually serving the proper
Yeah,
food at the right time. This is also something that we need to be taking care of. So definitely
yeah,
it's sometimes difficult also, right? To manage our schedule and doing all these things, it requires certain amount of time from your side to do all these activities, I can say.
yeah, exactly. So
Hmm.
what's your wild, what's your favorite wild animal and why?
Okay, wild animal, right? So it may not be my pet, right? It may not be my pet. Am I right?
Yeah, it is like the animals which are live that live in jungle, like lion,
Yes.
hyenas, tiger,
Mm-hmm.
those
I
animals.
think, to be honest with you, I like Tiger most because the attitude it is carrying, that is wonderful, because it is always alone and it is going and having such an amazing attitude. Even you can see that lion is going with the almost other co-lions, right? Because other lions will be there always with the lion. As a king of jungle, it is called as. But I feel that tiger, when tiger is going, it is going alone, and it is having so much brave that it can actually challenge any kind of particular animal. So that attitude really something that is just giving us a lot of lesson as a human being to learn, to go alone and learn something. So being a human being and also have a support from any particular wild animal towards to any animal, I would obviously support tiger. Yes, and favorite one also.
Yeah, that's right. They are stealth, they are elusive. You cannot see them coming from like where. So I think, and do you know they are the biggest wild cat? So like there is a group of animals. They are called wild cat, like lion, cheetah, tiger, and others same like species. But the tiger is the biggest when it comes to size and weight. Not a lot of
Hmm.
people know that. A lot of people think like lions are the biggest wild cat, but tigers are the biggest wild cat.
Hmm.
In fact, yeah.
Yes, yes. In terms of weight as well as also as you have said, definitely, because you know that there are some other categories of tigers are there. Like Royal Bengal tiger is very famous in West Bengal. Even I have seen in our zoo, Alipur Zoo, it was very big. Whatever I have seen at that point of time when I visited zoo, but really I think those who have visited Sundarban, they have seen. If they have seen, fortunately or unfortunately, tiger, they know very well how big it is and how ferocious it is, right? So
Yep.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. But I've never seen a tiger in person because I've
Mhm.
never been to a zoo, like never in my life. But I'm planning to see wild animals very soon. I'm gonna go with my friends definitely to see them, especially lion. Lion is my favorite wild animal, by the way.
Okay, that's good. So I
Yeah.
would like to ask you one thing. So as you have mentioned that you didn't visit any zoo, right? So why? Because it was so far from your house, or you just never took that initiative to go?
That could be the reason. We don't have any zoo near, like near our village or even district.
Hmm.
So that's the one of the reason I never went to a zoo. And also, I never thought about it, but now I'm thinking about it. I kind of feel like seeing them, but
Wow, that
I never felt like seeing them before. So these are the reason I never went to a zoo. Yeah.
okay, definitely, definitely. So I would suggest you, whenever you will be going, you will be amazed to see the beauty of that particular animals. Like as your favorite animal is lion, so whenever you will be watching that lion, definitely you will get to know that how it is looking like in the real life, right? So definitely you will just amazed to see that beauty of the lion, and in my case, just tiger also, as I have mentioned. Yes.
Yeah, and I would like to mention one thing more. Even though I've never been to a zoo, I've seen a lot of wild animals like jackals, peacocks, all kind of snakes and frogs because there is a canal which passes through our village, just our village. So I get to see jackals and nilgais, peacocks, and all kind of snakes like uh, amphibian and other kind of snakes. Amphibian snakes are those who live in water and on the land as well. So
Hmm.
I kind of have seen like animals, I would say, like more than a lot of people, more than the people who have been to choose, I would say.
Yes, yes. That's
Yeah.
really good. And as you know that, as you have said that you are living in village, right?
Yep. I
I
live
think
in a
nature
rural
of
village.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
okay. So nature of that village is wonderful as we lot of people are considering it. So what sort of experience you have from the childhood to till now? Just in brief, you can say about village, about
Yeah.
your village.
So I've lived in both places, like in rural area and in urban areas as well. So I think like rural areas are great in terms of like, tranquility, there is, peace here. There is no noise pollution and air pollution, and it's so refreshing here. You get to see jungle like places and farms, and you resonate with people, everyone talks to each other here every day. Everyone meets to each other like family members. We go to another people's house in our village. So that's the best thing about villages and rural areas. And speaking of urban areas and cities, I think those are also great when it comes to, opportunities for jobs and education and hospitals. But I don't like living in urban and city areas because I don't know why, because of congestions and overpopulation, noise pollution and air pollution. I cannot live there for a lot of time. Yeah.
Hmm. Yes.
So
Sometimes just whatever you have said exactly correct because I have personally seen when I went to that one of my relatives' house where everyone is so friendly that they were very close to each other because when we call about the neighbors, definitely these things means that we are having a relationship means we are helping each other whenever if there is any crisis or whenever we have any fun time, obviously we are sharing with each other. That is called as true neighbor, right? Because in city life you may not see this because of hectic schedule, because of you can say life's busy lifestyle or modern lifestyle that should not be there, but we are just supposed to live like that because as other persons are also living like that, this kind of creating a chain where from that chain you cannot come out from that chain, just you are going blindly and doing all the activities the rest are doing. So definitely in this way just also sometimes some rest and talking with people is very much necessary, I think. One thing I
yeah,
would like to say you that communication also gives you that opportunity to talk with various peoples and discuss various topics and interact about lot more things and getting knowledge from each other. I think that's the best part about communication, I can say.
mhm, yeah. And I would like to say one more thing about both cities and villages. So as I mentioned, in village we get to meet each other every day, and in city we don't talk to each other because of hectic schedule. We are so busy in our work. But sometime these tend to be so extreme. In villages, sometimes people tend to have just fun all day long. They don't do any productive things. They just play, and they snitch on each other, and they talk about other people. They stick their noses into each other's, like matter. In village, I'm talking. But
Hmm.
at the same time, in cities, they are not communicating with neighbors and to other peoples to the extent that when some people die alone in their homes, no one is gonna notice until it is start rotting. They start rotting and producing bad smell or something. There has been a lot of accident. No one noticed someone, he was died for 5 days, and just because they don't have this, like way of living, they don't meet each other. They did not notice that he died 5 days ago. So these
Yes, exactly.
we sometimes these two things are like very extreme in both villages and cities as well. So if we can control these things, it would be really good to live at both places.
Yes, definitely. Whatever you said, exactly correct. At the end of the day, we have to understand one thing. No matter how busy you are, if you are not having a good relationship or good understanding with your neighbors, family, friends, no matter how rich you became, at the end of the day, nothing is just, there is no value of that if you are not enjoying with the nature, if you are not enjoying all the valuable gifts that you have got so from the god. That is something that we have to take care of, because otherwise there is many things are there, like we always run behind money, materialistic things, but we forget that one thing that is very important, to have a good understanding with the people to whom you are the loved ones, those who are the loved ones of yours. Definitely like you can say friendly relationship and talking about this kind of things definitely going to create certain happiness and positiveness in your mind also, definitely I can say.
Yeah, that's right.
Hmm.
Okay, let's move on to the topic, like next question about
Hmm.
animals. So if you could become an animal, what would you be? Like it's a hypothetical question, you know. So
Yes.
assume if you so
Okay. Yes, yes, I got your point. To be honest with you, it might seem some motivational lines I am adding, but though I am liking tiger, but I would like to become eagle, because also eagle is one of the bird who is actually bearing, who is having the ability to tolerate lot of pain. Because somewhere I have read this news, as or not this news, read this fact that whenever like you can say eagle is about to die, that time eagle is having two option, whether he can extend his life by the way of doing and or going through a painful process. So it is one of the choice that eagle is having. Somewhere I read, I don't know it is true or not, but that ability to tolerate that pain, that's what I just want to acquire. Because many times as a human beings we always go through a lot of emotional toughness and pain. So I always want to get such kind of ability to tolerate the pain, so that any situation I can fight, right? So if you are giving, or if anyone is giving me chance to become any animal, definitely I would go for eagle. Yes, no matter it's a life short time or not, but that's ability that makes the eagle really wonderful, I can say. Yeah.
yeah, eagles are great, I think. When it comes to attitude and hunting style, they are, you know, so patient. They wait above for their prey, and whenever they assume it's right time, they attack strategically, and like they have high percent of success of, you know, attacking on animals and getting them. They eat snacks, right?
Hmm.
Their
Yes, yes.
favorite their favorite food is snacks. So they kill snakes no matter how dangerous they are. They even
Hmm.
can kill mamba or, you know, whatever they are, because
Yes.
their tail is so strong. So नाखून जो बोलते हैं उसको tail बोलते हैं. Their tail is like so strong. If they catch you in their tail, you're not gonna be able to, you know, like what do we say? You're not gonna be able to keep yourself away from it.
Yes, yes, yes. That's
Yeah.
very difficult. If you are getting caught by the eagle, definitely it's difficult to come out from that particular holding, and it can create the problem for any particular here, like animals that you have mentioned. Like you can say snake and other like ferocious animals also, other dangerous animals you can say also. That kind of things are there also. You can say
Yeah, that's right.
yes.
Have you ever have you ever hold a eagle by your hand?
Just tried, as you have said, means just I tried to do this or not. Are you asking, right?
Yeah, like have you ever touched a eagle in real life?
Mm, no. To be honest with you, no.
I've touched eagles, a lot of eagles. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I've carried them in my hand because I knew some people they had eagle as their pets. So
Wow,
yeah,
that's
if you
really
see
good.
if you see
Yeah.
them in person, if you see them in person, they are more impressive. Yeah, they
Hmm.
look really scary and confident. So they are not gonna be scared of you easily, whatever you do. They are gonna look into your eyes directly.
Wow. That's really so. I have a one question that I want to ask you. As you have said that you actually particularly touched a eagle and you actually caught it in your hand, right? So it was
Yeah.
actually standing. So what kind of things as you have observed in that particular eagle? Because as you are carrying or holding any particular animal, as we know that they are always scared about human beings, right? So what kind of things you have seen in eagle, especially?
Yeah. So first of all, in order to like have them on your hands, you have to have, clothes on your hand because their tail is so strong and pointy. If you don't have clothes, like your sleeves are like folded, then they're gonna, rip your skin apart.
Oh my
And
God.
yeah, so it's like one of the strongest tail they have in the world. I think the strongest tail in bird kind they have.
Hmm,
Yeah. So you
really.
have to take that in consideration where you are having them in your hand, and yeah, they are not they don't react to they don't react by seeing you as long
Okay.
as their owner is around them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That kind of things. And how big they could be? Means on an average, how big they could be?
Yeah, there are a lot of species of eagles. The biggest ones are bald eagle. They are found in, I think they are not found in our country. They are found in USA, I think mostly. And they could be up to, I think, I don't know exactly. So I would like to leave it there because if I
Mhm.
don't know exactly, then I should not talk about it. Like I don't
Yes, yes.
know their like maximum length or weight, but I know the biggest eagles are bald eagles. And
Okay.
we also have a lot of species in our country like white eagle, desi eagle. I don't know like English name, but yeah, I've seen varieties of eagles in my life.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. So wild animals are also there in India also. They are also there and but at the end of the day, one thing that is happening due to a lot of construction, due to a lot of projects, everything is going away because today at the like a 21st century, what we are observing might be after a decade or so, we might not be able to see that kind of things that we are having today. But there would be new things, there would be new developments, but we always have to look back towards to our past whatever we have learned and what kind of things that we have learned so that we can actually try it on our better future for our better future in the next generation.